Hello, welcome to this lecture video. So today we will be discussing hindrances to scientific investigations. So what are these hindrances? So we actually have 10 hindrances. So the first one in our list is tradition. So it is accepting that customs, beliefs, practices, and superstitions are parts of the daily life of the men. Number two is authority. So this is accepting without question an opinion about certain subject from a person and authority. Number three, inaccurate observation, describing wrongly what is actually observed. Number four, overgeneralization. So you are establishing a pattern out of a few instances. And number five, selective observation. So this is ignoring other pertinent factors. These factors or these are actually considered as hindrances because first, you actually are affected with the traditions that sometimes, or you are also affected with the authority just because you know that it is authority and there's you do not have power, for instance, to question it, you just accept it as a fact or as a truth. While for inaccurate observations and selective observations, these are actually coming up with some conclusions or interpretations later that is, of course, not um, showing the real setup or not revealing what is the true observations because of course it is inaccurate, or if not you are selective and then you ignore other factors, you just focus on what you want to observe. And again, in relation to all of this, you may have some conclusions or interpretations that is considered overgeneralization. So this is in a way also mean that you are making a conclusion or generalization when in fact you have just a few number of samples or respondents or participants. So of course, you cannot conclude that what is true to one person is true to all the persons or all individuals under that group if it is not well represented. So that's why we have different random sampling techniques. We also have way on determining what is the best or what is the minimum sample size in a way that we can avoid over generalization. Okay, what else? So number six, and our list is made up information. So you are making up information to explain away confusion. Sometimes when you are coming up with interpretation just because you believe something or you are affected with, it can be traditions, it can be authority, you have this interpretation that is not already telling what is about that data, but you are creating an information, you are creating an information that is of course you just make it up. And then for number two, illogical reasoning. So these are attributing something without any logical basis. So again, this is connected with made up information. So you are making a conclusion without basis. And ego. So giving an explanation when someone finds himself in unfavorable circumstances. And mystification, so attributing to a supernatural powers the phenomenon that cannot be understood. So this is again has something to do with, it can be traditions, beliefs, and others. Dogmatism, the written policy of certain institutions that prohibit the conduct of the study. So it becomes, of course, hindrances because of the restrictions or limitations that is posed because of this dogmatism. So all of this, of course, cause hindrances. So it can actually make a wrong conclusion. You can come up with a wrong conclusion. You can come up with the wrong generalizations just because you are affected with all of these factors. So these are also considered possible factors that might influence the result of the study, which is, of course, not a good thing because we have to stay away from these hindrances. So if we really want to capture what is the data all about, what is our data telling us, what new knowledge can we get from this, we have to set ourselves as away or outside this hindrances. Okay, so thank you for watching.